Good afternoon, everyone. I will start today, and staff will follow. And as we do here, we introduce some guests. So I would like to introduce a special guest, my own father, a journalist on his own right, is visiting us today. He's in the back, yes. As he is a retired journalist, I'm sure his life is much easier than ours, right? At the moment, but anyway. So welcome. Bem-vindo, papai. Okay, we start today with the General Assembly holding an informal interactive dialogue with the candidate for the presidency of its 79th session. His Excellency Mr. Philémon Yang from the Republic of Cameroon presented his vision statement to member states in the meeting chaired by the current president of the General Assembly, His Excellency Mr. Denis Francis. The candidates to lead the next session of the General Assembly spoke about his theme, which is Unity in Diversity for the Advancement of Peace, Sustainable Development, and Human Dignity for Everyone, Everywhere. The interactive dialogue answers questions from member states and regional groups, but also from representatives of civil society. Mr. Yang was the Prime Minister of Cameroon from 2009 to 2019. He also served as Cameroon's High Commissioner to Canada. The election of the president of the next session of the General Assembly will be held on 6 June at the GA Hall. And our last note for you today, the President of the General Assembly, Mr. Denis Francis, issued a video message to mark the time of remembrance and reconciliation for those who lost their lives during the Second World War. In his video message, President Francis recalled the untold suffering of humankind and honored the millions of people who perished. The PJ also urged everyone to reflect on the lessons of history. He highlighted the importance of the values that emerged from the end of the Second World War, including dialogue, diplomacy, justice, and equality. During the Second World War, at least 40 million civilians were killed, and 20 million of soldiers and military personnel as well. So it's a very, very short briefing today. This is everything I have. Do you have anything here? Ben, it's so good to see you.
Yes, good seeing you as well.
And on the screen as well, if I may say. Go ahead, Ben. How are you?
If I have a question about the legal opinion that is needed for the Palestine resolution on Friday, am I asking you or am I asking Steph?
Well, if you have a question about the
so
legal
my question
opinion,
is like,
go ahead.
It needs to be issued, as far as I know, before Friday. So I wanted to know if there is already a legal opinion issued on what rights would be granted to Palestine if the resolution is adopted, and what the legal opinion says. I'm interested as well.
Okay, you know that the Department of Legal Affairs, of course, belongs to the Secretariat. So I'm not going to go into their realm. So that's where our specialists in legal affairs in this house sit and operate from. What I can tell you is that there is a resolution circulating in this house. I also can tell you that this resolution was drafted or is being drafted, as the circulation is still ongoing, by the chair of the Arab group that this month is the United Arab Emirates. So once member states are still considering it, and of course there will be a meeting on Friday, it's not prudent for me to start saying things or speculating, because at this point it would be speculation, right? And I would be misleading you to write something that wouldn't be necessarily accurate. So I'm not going to do that. We are all journalists here. We have to be responsible with the information. That's everything I know. There is a meeting, 10 a.m. The meeting will go until 6 p.m. We don't have a list of speakers at the moment. I'm waiting for a list of speakers to come up on the eve. That usually is the case. And we'll see which action member states will take. Deji, go ahead.
Yes, a procedural questions on that ESS. So I'm sort of interested in when will that draft resolution be voted? Is that in the beginning of the session or at the end? Because it seems we experienced both. already.
That's true.
Yeah.
In the past, you are talking about sessions in the past, right? Where we
Yes.
had the
Yes,
the
we
action
have the voting
in the beginning. I
and also
completely
at
recall
in
that.
the
Yeah.
after all the statements. So
No,
so
you are spot on. You are spot on. Look, the answer is we don't know which action member states will take on Friday. So as you are, and we all will be, I will be watching as well, and I will be there. Hopefully, no, if I have my drafted my briefing for that day.
So it could also be possible that after 2 days, everybody made a statement, and then
No. What we have, but that is already clear.
Okay.
The meeting is from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., right? So, and the action that member states will take
So no
will
ma-
be announced in the meeting.
I mean, so no matter how many state members are going to make their statements, the action will be taken on Friday.
Member states have announced which action they will take, absolutely. And we'll hope that that will be a clear.
There wouldn't be any extension of this emergency special session.
It will depend on the list of speakers, but what we have for Friday is 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. So let's hope that we get everything sorted out in this time frame. Let's keep being optimistic, right? Anyway, so if I don't have anything, but you, how are you today? Is your question answered? Okay, good. So do I have anyone on the screen? Of course, I'm looking for Hamid and other colleagues, but I don't see anyone. Look, I wish you a wonderful Wednesday. I won't be here tomorrow. We'll be back on Friday, okay? Thanks. Oh, thank you.